Beyond the Hype, a fashion lifestyle tech podcast. Presented by Stephanie Williams and Greg Lewis.
All right, so we keep hearing all this buzz about spatial computing, right? It's like the new hotness everyone's trying to figure out.
Yeah, exactly.
But what does it actually even mean? Like, is it just VR metaverse stuff? I feel like it's easy to get lost in all the hype.
Totally. And that's why we're diving deep today, folks. Grabbing this fantastic article by Lars Robeck.
Oh yeah, from Mojo.
Yep. Understanding Spatial Computing. The next frontier in technology really lays things out well.
Perfect for our deep dive then. Because we want to go beyond the buzzwords here, what this tech is all about.
And how it's going to actually impact all of us, not just the techies.
Yeah, exactly. So Robeck starts off strong, actually dispelling some myths right away.
Got to clear the air first.
He says spatial computing isn't just VR or some metaverse fantasy, which is what a lot of people think when they hear it.
It's way bigger.
Right. It's a much broader concept.
Almost more helpful to think of it like mobile computing.
Okay. Interesting comparison.
Like, remember when mobile was just clunky cell phones?
Oh, yeah. Barely even a screen.
Right. Now it's an entire ecosystem. Our work, life, everything's intertwined with mobile.
True. So is he saying spatial computing could be that transformative?
That's the kind of scale we're talking about.
Okay, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
So how does Robeck actually define spatial computing then?
Well, he talks about it as this blending of the virtual and physical world.
That sounds very sci-fi.
Yeah, but it's happening, driven by this convergence of AI, computer vision, and XR, extended reality.
Right. XR, that's the umbrella term.
Exactly. And the key takeaway, I think, is that it's about embedding computing into our spaces and interactions.
Okay, so not just accessing it through screens anymore.
Exactly. Not just looking at the digital world, but actually having it interwoven with our physical reality.
Huh. Interesting.
He makes this great parallel with mobile computing. Again, like mobile was about taking computing with us, making it portable.
Yeah.
But spatial computing, it's about 3D interaction. The digital world actually understanding our environment and responding to it.
Okay, so it's getting smarter too, not just more immersive.
Exactly. And he talks about these 3 evolutionary steps that are making this possible.
Lay 'em on me.
First, you've got AI that can understand behavior.
Okay, so AI that can, read my mind basically?
Well, not quite mind reading, but getting close. It's about AI interpreting your movements, your gestures, even emotions.
Whoa.
Like, it anticipates your needs and tailors digital content to your physical environment.
So like, if I'm shopping and I hesitate near a certain shirt, the AI knows I'm interested.
Exactly. Or imagine a workspace that adjusts the lighting and temperature based on your biometrics.
That's wild. Okay, second step.
Sensors that adapt to the real world.
So more advanced sensors than we have now.
Think sensors that aren't just collecting data, but actively understanding the physical environment and providing context to the digital world.
Gotcha. And finally?
Advanced interfaces like holograms.
So the way we actually interact with this spatial computing environment.
Yep. Moving beyond screens, touch screens, towards more intuitive and immersive ways to interface with the digital world.
Okay, so we've got the vision, the AI is getting smarter, the sensors are getting better.
But none of it works without the tech behind it.
Right. What are the core components, the nuts and bolts of this whole system?
Well, Robeck breaks it down into 4 essential elements. You got your hardware.
Makes sense. Gotta have the devices.
Exactly. This is your headsets, your sensors, the physical stuff that captures and displays information. Then there's the software.
The brains of the operation.
Precisely. All those AI algorithms, the XR applications, that's where the real magic happens, creating these immersive experiences.
So it's more than just like writing some code. This is serious AI development.
Absolutely. Then you can't forget about connectivity.
Right. Needed that internet connection.
More than just your home Wi-Fi, though. Think high-speed networks, 5G, even 6G down the line. Gotta have the infrastructure to support this whole blending of worlds.
And the data, you mentioned that earlier. That's the 4th element, right?
Yeah, data is crucial. Real-time data integration is key for making spatial computing responsive and personalized. Every interaction you have, every movement generates data, and that feeds back into the system to tailor the experience, make it smarter and more intuitive.
Okay, so it's not just one cool gadget.
Nope. It's a whole interconnected system working together.
That's fascinating. But all right, let's talk impact. This all sounds very futuristic, but how can this actually be applied in the real world? Like, where's the real potential?
Well, Robeck gives several examples, but I know you're interested in healthcare, so let's focus there.
Yeah, absolutely. Always thinking about the patients.
So imagine a surgeon, right? They're performing a complex procedure. Now, with spatial computing, they could have critical patient data, anatomical models, even real-time guidance from specialists,
Like, all at the same time.
all overlaid directly onto their field of vision, using augmented reality, of course.
Wow, talk about precision medicine.
Exactly. The level of accuracy and efficiency could be incredible. And think about training new doctors.
Oh, that's a great point.
Instead of just textbooks and simulations, they could practice procedures in these immersive 3D environments.
Getting that hands-on experience, but virtually.
Right. Building confidence and proficiency before ever stepping into a real operating room.
That's amazing. It could revolutionize medical education.
Definitely. Robeck also talks about retail and manufacturing, which I know isn't your area.
Yeah, but I'm still curious. How could this tech apply there?
Well, in retail, think about 3D product previews. You could virtually try on clothes, see how furniture looks in your home, all before you buy.
That's super cool. No more guesswork when shopping online.
Exactly. And for you as a healthcare provider, think about how medical device companies could showcase their products using this technology.
Oh, interesting. Instead of just looking at brochures.
You could have these 3D holographic models, virtually examine equipment from all angles, understand how it works.
That's way more informative. You can make better purchasing decisions for the practice.
Exactly. So it's not just flashy gadgets. Spatial computing has the potential to bring real, tangible benefits across a lot of industries.
I'm starting to get it now.
Oh.
Okay, so for our listeners out there, what's the takeaway? Why should they care about spatial computing?
I think the biggest thing is to remember the early days of the internet or smartphones. Those who embraced those technologies early, understood them, even experimented with them, they benefited the most.
Makes sense. Got to be ahead of the curve.
Right. And spatial computing is shaping up to be that kind of revolutionary technology. This isn't just a tech trend. It's a fundamental shift in how we interact with information and technology.
So even if you're not a tech expert, understanding this evolution is important.
Absolutely. And the future that Robeck paints is really exciting, honestly. He talks about sleeker devices, seamless AI integration, the lines between physical and digital continuing to blur.
It all sounds very sci-fi, but I'm getting more and more convinced that this is where things are headed.
Oh, right. Imagine a world where we move through this seamlessly integrated digital layer, accessing information, collaborating, even manipulating our environments with intuitive ease.
It's mind-blowing. Well, this has been a truly incredible deep dive, hasn't it?
Really makes you think.
So to everyone listening, we want to leave you with this final thought. As spatial computing evolves, how might it reshape your world?
Your work, your daily life, the possibilities are endless.
Exactly. How could it impact your industry, your interactions with others, even the way you access and process information? It's something worth pondering as we step into this new spatial frontier.
On to the future.
To the future.
Beyond the Hype, a fashion lifestyle tech podcast.